Going to be an omen. You're serious? I didn't end the stream. Then I hit end, stop recording, but the stream was still running, but nothing was happening. You're not kidding me. Is that an omen for what's going to go on with this ultrasonic plane? Oh man. No. Nothing's happening. I actually had to hit end stream then when I realised you guys weren't. No, I didn't hit end stream. I'm getting that. I come over here, I hit stop recording, and it still said it was streaming. And you guys are going, he's ended the stream. And I'm like, no, I haven't. Talking to you. Then I hit end stream then and then restarted. I'm like, what the fuck? It's still not even showing up on my thing. There we go, now it is. Wow. I think that's an omen for I shouldn't put this thing in the ultrasonic cleaner. Kidding me. Right, here we go. Till death do us part. I definitely didn't hit end stream. But the stream ended. Some weird ass reason. This is where I swear, Earl. You go, fuck, fuck, fuck. So grab everyone's attention then. Oh, something's not happening. My net didn't even drop out then, which was the weird part. I'm looking at the net still on. It still says I was streaming. But you guys didn't have my stream for some reason. Like, what? Anyway. Was it gone again? They're all happening now, I don't know. I can't tell. This thing up here is pissing me off as well. Fuckity fuck, 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 as Birdie says. Man. I think I'm only going to smoke one of my last 3 or 4 smokes, eh? Volume drop peaks? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. Seriously, didn't. Man. This is not as bad a hair day as yesterday, I must admit. Honey, here you go, mate. I didn't do anything back other than restart the stream. I can hear myself. I didn't do anything. The stream seemed to die when it was still actually running, so I don't know. Got no idea. As long as this goddamn board doesn't die from this process, I'll be happy. I can hear that cleaner, so it's in the back room behind this wall here, which you just can't see. It's in there. I can hear it buzzing away. If I go into the kitchen, I was in the kitchen now at lunchtime microwaving something, and all I could hear was a fine buzz coming through the walls. I was like, holy shit. It's like vibrating its way through, like Wi-Fi through everywhere. That's what time ago. Maybe I should only do one side, not two. Roast is ready. I don't know if you need to turn it over. It seems to clean the top without flipping it, but anyway, give it a couple minutes on the other side. I know, Mark. Oh man, it's cheesing me off big time. This, like, it's not everyone, which is a good thing, but man, the quantity of boards dying is like they shouldn't be. Why are they? Right, I'm going to rinse this board off in a sec. And then soak it in IPA, then blow dry it, give it its blow job. Ding, veggies are ready. I'm not giving it any more than that today, this one, because I don't want to kill another one. So I'm just going to rinse this off. Soak your water out of it. So then I flood it with IPA and mainly try to get under the BGAs and stuff, and all the nooks and crannies. Run it down over the boards underneath the BGAs. There's quite a few BGAs on one of these boards. How cool would it be if I plugged that other one in tomorrow and boot it and it boots? Huh. What did I say about veggies? No idea what you're on, Mark. Did I mention veggies? I think you're watching someone else's stream, not mine. So I've just flooded both sides, ran from top to bottom, so all the grog gets under the BGAs, flows out the other side, helps dissipate the water, and then I'm going to go make a drink before I blow dry this, but then I blow dry it for the next 5 minutes. Actually, I'll do that now, and then go get a drink. I'm gonna let that air dry for a minute, come back, blow it, give another blow job. After get a drink there for smoke. I do this with all of them. I haven't had any trouble. It's not moisture in the board that's killing them, or under the BGAs or anything. I flood them and then flood them again with IPA, flowing it out the BGAs, so definitely not water. I'm nearly out of bourbon, which is a bigger problem than killing boards. So Saturday night, guys. Put in your diaries, guys and girls. The lovely wifey of mine is going to the Robbie Williams concert, so we're going to have a drunken piss up on Discord chat. Yeah? Lock it in. Yeah, I emptied it earlier, Anthony, yeah, because I could see it blowing moisture onto the board. Saturday, yeah, evening. Goofy, yeah. Were you in the last chat? I can't remember. We chatted till like 2 or 3 AM or something apparently. I thought it was like 12 o'clock. Apparently it was like ungodly hours of the morning when we finished. I only get to do that sort of stuff when the wifey's out doing the shit. So what did you just comment on, Goofy? Nice ending. The one that just dropped out or something. Dropped out twice today. No, Robbie Williams is still alive. Usually me, I get on there. Who gets on there? Nem gets on there, H gets on there, Wheeze gets on there. We had Bailey last time and Red. Do a video chat and muck around and have a drink and a chitty chatty waddy and what all that kind of fun crap, you know. That wasn't a fatty, Jason, by the way. That was a chitty chatty waddy, not a chitty chatty fatty. Yeah, Anthony, yeah, can I get a... I got a little, it's not that silent to be honest. I bought a little 6-litre silent compressor. You guys obviously haven't heard it or can't hear it because you just don't complain about it, but it's not as quiet as it's what I expected, but anyway. I can get a moisture thing to go on the line, can't I? Pull out the water, the moisture out of it. But I noticed earlier, the last spot I was doing, I was blowing, there was little bits of moisture coming through the airline. So I emptied the tank and some water dropped out the bottom and stopped the moisture coming out the nozzle. Maybe that's what's killed it. That was the last board we're talking about, yeah. So it goes on the output line before the hose. I don't have a water catchment on it, no. Oh, I don't want it on the gun. I'd rather round it on the compressor end, but yeah. But last I emptied the tank and water dropped out, and then after that, there was no more moisture coming out the nozzle, so. I just want to put one in line back around on the compressor side. I'll have to eBay it, Google it, find one. And maybe if that's the case, then maybe there was some conductivity under the cell and it's fried a line there somewhere. Wow. I've got a donor that sells syscons and nans I could probably put on there just to test that theory. Well, I could Goofy, yeah. It's another option, I guess. But I'm still got to blow it. I don't have time to stick it in the oven. You know, I've 90% of them so far I've just blown with the air and they've been fine. I can't confirm that's the issue really, but yeah, could be. And water, and a minute amount of moisture has only been coming through today since I've been using the compressor for the last month. Filter? You mean a water moisture trap filter, or? I'll have to suss out what I can get for it. I'll do that tonight while I'm laying in bed, still working. There's no moisture coming out of it now though. I can see it when it hits the board if there's moisture coming out of it. And there's no moisture coming out at this point in time. Let's have a drain on the bottom, which I did earlier when I noticed the moisture, yeah. No moisture coming out now. Before, when I noticed it on the last board that died, I was spraying it and I could see moisture spraying out over the board. I went, ooh, better go and drain that. But it could be after I drained it, I probably should have ran some more IPA under the BGAs, and then, because I hit it again after that, maybe didn't get rid of all the moisture, I don't know. Yeah, I understand that, Anthony, yeah. I need to look at a filter or whatever, yeah. Didn't realise I should drain it daily though. There we go, here's the big test. Any other one I've blown dry for a good 5 minutes or more has been fine. Other than the one I just did prior to this. So, don't know. I'm starting to lean towards that was the issue now, to be honest. And it's shorted one of the power rails underneath the CPU. It should be fixed. Well, it shouldn't have killed the CPU, but it might have killed the input MOSFET or regulator, possibly. Yeah, so quite well possibly could quite well possibly be, yeah. Fuck. I don't want anything on my nozzle. I'd rather it back down on the compressor end, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, what else? Talking about where the hose attaches. Yeah, that's where I'd rather put it. Get on my forum in the PS3 section and give me some links. Put some posts in the forum. Yeah, that's the go. This thing's going to work though. I've got a funny feeling now that's what's happened with the last one, because I didn't put any IPA oh, get some blue paper. I didn't put any IPA under it after it. There was bugger all moisture though. It was fuck all in the scheme of things. It's obviously killed the cell. Thinking. But it's the first time in a month that I've noticed moisture coming out the nozzle, so yeah. I say very minimal, but yeah, there was definitely moisture. I'm waiting for a guy who just messaged me on Facebook to jump on the stream with his questions. I said, mate, you're better off just jumping on my live stream to ask questions. I'm not going to type out a essay to you right now to answer them. Well, yeah, I blew dried again after that though, and I IPA'd it after that instance there. I flooded under the BGAs again with IPA and blow dried again. It didn't make any difference, so yeah. I'll try it again tomorrow, see what happens. This one was like what was it, 20? This one's been sitting on my shelf for ages. I haven't turned this one over. 14th of the 6th, 22. 14th of the 6th, 22. This is one of my older ones sitting there. Huh. I just bumped the ultrasonic down lower again. I'm down on almost the minimum setting now, whacked. I had it down on like 2 bars on the settings, 3 maybe max, and now I've bumped it down to like 2, 1, I can't remember. I've bumped it down further again. I've turned the temperature down another 5 degrees. Down to about 40 now. I think I was about 45 before. So. It's something to do with the ultrasonic, or moisture, definitely, because the goddamn thing worked before I did that. So. Thanks for all the input, guys. Making me think and whatnot and blah blah blah, yeah. Yeah, and I can be bothered putting the oven for 10 minutes. If I blow enough air on it, it's going to do exactly the same job. You know what I mean? And I do the same kind of time really. I just keep blowing it till I'm kind of content and happy that I've blown it enough. There's no more moisture underneath any of the BGAs. But I flood it with IPA. Like literally, you saw me do it, literally flood it so I've got IPA running out the bottom side of the BGAs, and I do that like literally flood it. I think I did whacked when I was using the simple green or whatever. I think I had, it was still like a 1 in 5, maybe 1 in 8 or whatever the fuck it works out to, but I'm sure I still had kind of issues with it before I put the new solution in. The new solution works amazeballs, I must admit, but yeah. It cleans it up like you wouldn't believe, but yeah. Alright, here we go. The big moment. Oh, I don't even want to press the button now. Really? Bang. It works. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I just don't get it. So I don't know what happened with that last board, whether it was moisture from out of the gun or what. I've no effing idea. I did exactly the same process with that last one and it died. With a 3010, which really blew me away. Like, what? It's a cell issue. So I don't know. I lost an $800 sale out of that though. Check this battery's all good. I know blow drying them is enough to dry them out for usage, and not doubting or denying that. And turn it off for a couple of secs, let it reset, and see if the battery's still good, holding time. Possibly, Mark, possibly. Hey Lucas, there you go, mate. Just thinking more swearing. I don't like swearing on camera, to be honest, yeah. Well, the only way I'm going to get to the bottom of that one, Earl, is either replace the RSX. If that doesn't work, then replace this. I have one cell set here. I don't even know where it is right now, to be honest, but I think it's here. And I don't know if this cell's okay, but I have one cell, the NANDs and the Syscon, that I'm pretty sure are okay. It's even reballed, ready to go. If it is a dead cell, because 3010 for me has always been cell. So yeah. No. Right, see if this is holding time. Oh, nice, Lucas. Happy birthday. If I don't remember in 2 hours. Well, I won't be here in 2 hours, so happy birthday. Well, I just reflowed, Anthony. You never, I mean, I've done, I'm not bragging, but I've done since 2009, and no one used to believe me about it. I've done over 2,000 PS3 reballs, and 2 of those needed a cell reball. The cell never needs touching, to be honest. It's a very rare occasion that the cell needs anything done to it, from my experience. And like I said, and I've done a hell of a lot of them, so that's how I look at cell rework. And I just never have any luck with cell rework, to be honest. I always end up popcorn on the bottom of the cell substrate for some reason. I never used to do, well, when I had my Archie, that never used to happen, but with IR, the hot air machine just, and I've tried different profiles and shit, and it still don't effing work. Yeah, no, Barry, 3010's dead in the water, if you ask me. I probably shouldn't waste any more time on it. So I'm going to try and think, like I say, I'd either replace the RSX, which the only time I've had 3010 and fixed it with an RSX is when it had 2120 10 times with the 3010, and that was a dead RSX. Fixed it by replacing RSX. But any 3010 I've had on its own, screwdriver gone, has always been, I can lift the cell off and look at it and go, oh, there's bubbles on the bottom of it, underneath. There. So yeah, I generally hit C3010 and I give up, but generally the 3010 comes from me playing with the cell, and I haven't touched the cell, so that's what's got me thinking, what the hell is going on here? Alright, Paul, this is your console. I'm going to charge you double now since I've foobarred the other one. So, quote doesn't remain anymore, and I'm going to send you a quote for double the price. But I'll send it to you. No, kidding. I'll email you probably tomorrow morning. with an invoice. Go from there. Have your details and whatnot. And it's been TantalACEr'd, and it's been ultrasonic aced, and it still works. Yay! Now we're going to put it back together and it's going to yellow light. You watch. It's usually when it happens. You put the last screw in, you turn it on, and it goes beep, beep, beep. You're like, you mofo. Frankie's I've had, look, I was saying, I replied to something on Felix's comment the other day on Birdie's Discord with Frankie's, and he was pointing at me with his comment, because I don't do 3-day stress testing. I test them, they work for an hour, and then I sell them. And he was actually having a dig at me under his breath. He's just like, be careful who you buy it off. If they don't stress test, you need to stress test it yourself. And he knows I don't stress test for 3 days. And I don't. And the reason I don't do that is because I had no need to so far. All the ones I have sold don't come back within a week, 2 weeks, a month, or whatever. I've got people on Facebook. Where's the hard drive gone? I've got people on Facebook on a certain forum raving. I only just joined the forum and I searched me on it. I'm like, holy shit, these guys have been raving about me for donkeys. And I bought mine off Ace, it's still cranking along, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, okay. It works. And that's been my experience all along though. You don't need to stress test them. Yeah, I give a warranty period of 6 months, so like, doesn't mean I need to, like, none of them have come back. I've had one Frankie come back. It was a 65 nanometer and it had the green light of death. I replaced the RSX and it worked. So the RSX just randomly decided to die. Nothing to do with me not testing it, nothing to do with the process of franking it or anything like that. It was just a random RSX died. Man, if you turn it on and it goes, first go, there's 99.9995% chance that it's going to keep going for the rest of its life. I don't feel you need to test it for 3 days and all this other bullshit, but yeah. Why is that? Is that a long screw? What's going on there? That should be dropping right in. It's not. Oh, this is an extra long screw. Where'd that come from? That's out of a slim screw. Oh, you don't need it, but this is what I'm getting at, Anthony, though. From my experience, I don't need to stress test them. I've had none come back because I didn't stress test them. That's what I'm getting at. Like, and I've been doing these for nearly 3 years now, since Frankie came out, and not had an issue other than one with the green light of death. And another one that ultrasonic and fucked it too, but anyway, yeah. I don't feel it's necessary for me as someone who's retailing them and selling them, even bother doing. If you do your Frankie mod, it turns on, bang. I'm sure the customer's going to let me know within a month or 2 or 3, 6 month warranty that, oh, my system died, but no one's done that yet, so yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's people being paranoid. But it was interesting that he was trying to point the finger at me under his breath without actually naming me. I responded accordingly, in a very nice manner. So tomorrow's probably going to be a PS5 hatching reports. Someone's dropped one off shortly. Another guy wants to drop one in tomorrow. There'll be some more TantalACEr'ing. I'm going to have a quick squirt, hang on. I hear an interesting story, Earl, about an AO1. Felix didn't go after me, but he was pointing at me. Definitely goofy, yeah. He knows I don't stress test them, and he says if you're going to buy one off a seller that doesn't stress test them, you need to make sure you stress test that in the first 3 months you've got it or in the warranty period, and make sure it's working. I was like, you're pointing your finger at me, Felix. Just put my name in there. I don't give a shit. I'll come back at you with what I'm going to come back at you with. But yeah, it's Felix. Me and Felix butted heads a couple of years back, hardcore. When I joined Booty's forum, I tried to tell these guys my knowledge comes from experience, and none of them liked it. None of them liked it. There's plenty of users on there that did not like me. That was funny as. But yeah, but how many consoles have you reballed? And you know, the 90nm RSX is absolutely fine. Yeah, the 2000 or more I've done have been 90nm RSXs. And I've had them come through here 7 years later to get another reball on a different console, and they're gone, my other console's still working 100% fine. I've had consoles I bought off eBay that have yellowed to death. Had my date on it from 2014 and it just needed caps doing. The RSX reball was fine on the 90, like, yeah. The skepticism around all 90s are fucked, and they're all going to die, is from no one's experience, because no one's experience is enough to go, I've been reballing them for 15 years, and 50% of them came back to me. None of them, oh look at that. None of them, oh, that disc was dirty I think. None of them can confirm or deny that, you know what I mean? Like, weird, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at though, Anthony. Felix was like, if the seller doesn't bench test them for a certain X amount of days, then you need to make sure you do it, and do it within your warranty period. You know, like, there's only 2 or 3 people around the world that sell Frankies. You know? It wasn't pointing at Buddha, because Buddha tests them for 3 days. Like, yeah. These PS3 crowd are a bunch of boneheads, Goofy, honestly, without disrespecting anyone. They're a bunch of knob jockey young 20-year-old guys that think they know all about it, and everyone else is wrong. Maybe 2 whacked, 3, 4, I don't know. That's what I mean. How many consoles has he reballed? That's what I put to him. I'm like, how many of you, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on. You've got no experience, and you're not listening to me, and my experience is copious amounts of times more than anyone else's that's on this friggin' forum right now. Like, but they hated me saying that shit. They absolutely hated it. They got their bees under their bonnets, and oh man, they hated me with a passion. I got really narky with them. You fuck off, you fucking F and C and fucking you got no effing idea, blah blah blah. I gave them what for. You guys have got no idea who I am and what I've done. And they come back with, oh well, you're just telling us that, we don't know. You could be lying out your arsehole for all we know. Well, yeah, mate, no worries. Up your ass too. Like, yeah. They hate me with a passion. They even left Buddha's server because they hated me that much. Oh, I'm trying to think of the other guy's name. Oh, he's all over the 40nm PSX Place forum. Not Blood, someone, starts with B. Can't think of his name right now, but anyway. Yeah. It was funny as fuck for me, but yeah. Booty needs to get some more confidence with his reballs. Because if you can reball an RSX, you can reball anything. If you can reball a chip, you can reball anything. Reballing is the same art no matter what you're reballing. Oh, definitely. They're all like young 18, 20-year-olds that have had no... Oh, and fanboys, definitely. Oh, that's just so... yeah, mate. everything that comes out of some people's mouths is taken for gospel, and a lot of it's just bullshit. Yeah, anyway. I go by my experience, I do what I do. I've made a living at it for the last 15 odd years, and I know what works and what doesn't. Yeah, so that's me. Oh, just ban her if they do, Goopy. Who cares? I don't care. What's his name? He there was Work777. I used to call him Wank777. He was just one of the biggest knob jockeys. And the other one, I can't think of his name. But they used to, yeah. Anyway. Bunch of fucktards. Probably the best word for it. Without swearing. I didn't swear then, did I? Alright, just make sure this is still playing PS3 games for Michael. Michael is... I forgot your other name already, Michael. Michael is Bull. Yeah, Rambone's fine. It was, it'll come to me. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Rambones is here. Sorry, shit. I thought you were saying Rambo's was one of those F-tards. Sorry. Hey, Rambo. How you going, mate? Nice, Rambo. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but all the people that I'm talking about haven't even done a Frankie or rebought a chip of any kind is what I'm getting at. They got no idea. Like, they're just a bunch of tards. Is that on camera? Alright, I'm happy with this ball. And we'd kill that other one to make you one, but anyway, it's all good. Not your fault. Deadly Hellbound. Deadly Hellbound. See, I told you to come to me. I'm going to put this lid on it for you because this one's better than... What's the other one I said? I think that one's better than this one. Yeah. Him and Works hated my guts. They probably still do. Hope they're watching. I have no problem with Felix now. Me and Felix butted heads a lot. I've forgiven him, he's forgiven me. We don't interact or anything, but he knows where I come from. I know where he comes from. Don't hold it against him. But yeah. It's kind of odd that he was muttering under his breath without mentioning my name the other day. I found it funny. You know what? I did just as many 360s back in the day as I did PS3s. I stopped doing them because they're too cheap, nasty. Like, who wants to have their 360 reballed? Just go buy another one. You know, buy a Jasper. Don't have any issues with it, or buy a Slim and have a very slight chance of having an issue with it. Like, yeah. But I've done hundreds, if not 1,000 plus more, probably more than 1,000, definitely 1,000 Xbox 360s back in the day too. Like. I'm not bragging about myself, but yeah, people don't understand or realise, even if they want to argue with me, my knowledge and experience from the donkey's years I've been doing this shit. Like, that's what I find fascinating. They're like, they know better than me, and they haven't even been out of their mother's F&C longer than I've actually been fixing these things. Like, you know, like, yeah. But mate, I've been doing this longer than you've been out of your mother's. What? See you in then tea. Said that to one guy one day. I thought, oh, you deserve this, mate. It's coming at you. And I gave it to him. It was funny. So I've got nothing else to say other than this, mate. Cop this. Oh, my butt plugs are all a bit, I haven't got, these things are rare. Most bird has got a 3D print for them. There is Michael's. Oh, we've got a customer. There's Michael's PS3. And you know what I'm going to do for you, Michael? Well, Bull, just throw in 2 of these so you can make a keyring out of, because these are no good. Manufacture process stuffed them, but I'll throw in 2 TantalACErs to do what you will with them, okay? Alright, gotta get a drink. Oh, I gotta pee too. Was a PS5, yes. What's the time? Oh, I'm not even gonna start another job now. I'm gonna talk to you for the next 15-20 minutes till the wifey gets home. After I go pee and have a smoke probably. And get a drink. All that fun stuff. And catch up on the thing. Stress testing thing always came off to me as Americans versus the "you'll be right" attitude we have down here. Yeah, mate, I've had this, but you can have that attitude. I have that attitude because I know it works. I've not had one come back a week later or 2 weeks later because it didn't work. This is what I'm getting at. Like, yeah. You mean 18 hours to go, Barry? This one went through the Sonic cleaner, yeah. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, yeah. So this one's been through the Sonic cleaner, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the conversation here. Problem is, the mixed information with PS3s comes from too many inexperienced people. And if you want to talk about Felix, he's a data collector. He's not a hardware technician. He's a data collector, and he takes data from all the forums and all these other places he can get data, and he puts it in a spreadsheet. His data doesn't come from... So you know that spreadsheet that I use of my own, the Excel file with all the different coloured lines and shit on it? That's my personal experience and fixes. It's not, I've gone to the internet. Oh, cool. I might have gone to the internet too in the early days, but they're my personal fix that I fixed that error with. Not, I've taken that and put all that data into that because I found it somewhere online kind of thing, yeah. That's my so I share that around, I don't care, but that's my personal, yes, this actually fixed the console for me. I worked out myself kind of thing. Thermal paste doesn't come off around on the ultrasonic cleaner. You've got to wipe it off before you put in. Yeah, that's not me being a Felix kind of thing. I'm not disrespecting Felix, but that's not me being a Felix going, I found all this data and I'm going to put this into my spreadsheet because it fixes the problem. That's actually a fix that I've actually done on the day. Put the data into my spreadsheet and gone, cool, if I ever get that again, I'll come back to look at my spreadsheet. And I find new stuff all the time, yeah, so, and I keep adding to it when I do, so yeah. Exactly, Barry, experience. I've got to pee, get a drink. I'll be back, hang on. But I'm some bonehead that all the young guys on the forums think that I'm just some dickweed. It's funny as fuck. Sound like someone walked in the front door then. I had the door closed. That's funny. You know, I used to get offended. My problem is I took offence to it. I got offended because they weren't listening to me. And in the end I gave up and went, these guys have nothing on me. They have no idea where I come from, who I am and what I've done over the years. Just ignore them, you know, like I'm getting worked up over nothing. If they don't want to listen, then why do I even bother trying to help them, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Right, I'm going for smoke. nice, Mark. Oh, rain's better, yeah. Tokens are 50. I can show if you look at my spreadsheet. And I did a 6-month period of logging quantities of motherboards and consoles and what the percentage rate of what the problem was. And so on my thing, I only did it for about 6 months. And the between RSX failure, token failure, blown fuses and bad caps, MLCCs and stuff, if you look at the data on that sheet, you'll see exactly what you're talking about, yeah. It's not always the RSX. It's not always the tokens. It can be either. It's probably 50-50 between the tokens and the RSX. And then there's all the other odd stuff that you've seen on my sheet that I've found, like, yeah. Yeah, no, it's like ruggers. I gave up ruggers. I just brush it off now. I use a bunch of fuckwits. I don't care. I'm not going to even bother giving you my experience and time if you don't want to take it on board. Like, yeah. Like, seriously, yeah. You got 3010 with the tokens, Barry. Yeah, that's interesting. I got 3010 after ultrasonicking. After I did the, you know what I didn't do with that board whack? I did the TantalACEr's and I put it straight in the thing. I didn't try to turn it on afterwards. But I can't see that being the issue. Not with 3010. Barry having a 3010 after doing tokens or something is a bit odd too. Oh, Betty's live. Yeah, I don't know. So I just stick to myself now. If they want to get on my Discord and on my new forum or whatever, or my YouTube or whatever, and look and see and take on some shit on board without being dicks about it, then go for it. I don't care. I bought a pack yesterday, ruggers. Not buying any more tomorrow. I'm going to stop again. That's right, Rambo. Yes. You know, when I started doing this shit in 2009, I didn't buy a fume extractor till about 2019. I went 10 years without a fume extractor. It used to just blow up over my face and blah, blah, blah. And I had a lung test back in 2017, and the lung function test came back. I had an awesome set of lungs. I was like, wow, okay. He said that's not an excuse to keep smoking though. I went, yeah, no worries. Yeah. Oh, I know, smokes it. Stupidly friggin' expensive. I used to pay $2 for them when I started smoking. 35 years, whatever it was. $2 a packet. Now they're $35 a packet for 20. Mark, I've got one left after this one I'm having now, and that's it again. I've just been off them for 2 months. Patches on Barry. When I give up, I use patches and they work a treat. Yeah, I know, okay, it's a joke, eh? Absolute joke. Just keep putting the taxes up on it. Right. Stupidly. Yeah, there you go, ruggers. And that's American dollars, so that would have been close to $2 here, yeah. I started smoking when I was 12, 13, so that's 48 now. What's that, 35 years ago? So that's back in the 80s or something. Late 80s or whatever it is. Smoked pot from the age of 13 to the age of 32, day in and day out. Had jobs where I was stoned 24/7. If I was awake, I was stoned. I gave up about 32. Haven't missed that, I must admit, but yeah. That's a good point, Barry, yeah. Nice ruggers. Ma. Classic. So you're still here, I'm guessing, Bull. So your console, I'm happy with it. I Frankied that over a year ago and it's still turned on. And I've just done all that work to it. TantalACEr'ing and shit, and I've just on it. There's 6 months warranty on it, but if you have any troubles with it, let me know, but yeah. I haven't had any troubles with them, so you should be good for a long, long time. I just bought 20 litres of ChemTools PCB wash. It's a greeny colour, and my water's now brown, but it's still working because it's really soapy as well. But it cleans it like you wouldn't believe. I don't charge double, I charge less than... Yeah, compare this, Barry. So Buddha sells a 40 nanometer Frankie console for $1,000. I sell it for $1,100 Australian, which is like $700, $800 American. I'm cheaper than Booty. So all you Americanites to buy one off me, plus postage, and it'll still be cheaper than buying one off Booty. Sad to say, but it's the truth. My consoles in the dollar exchanges are cheaper than Booty's, yeah. I have no problem getting $1,100 for a 40 nanometer, and I have no problem getting $850 for a 65 nanometer. And I probably should put the 65s up, to be honest, because they're no different to a 40 in that sense, but I just make them cheaper. Yeah, if you pay $120 shipping to the States, and an American dollar, you get to buy it for $780, plus $120, you're paying $900 for it, and you're still $200 cheaper than Booty or whatever, you know, well, yeah. And I'm getting $1,800 for my CPU upgraded HDMI limited edition units. They walk out the door when I list them, like, they don't last long at all. Which is like, what, $1,200 American or something, yeah. But that's CPU upgraded. Terabyte SSD and whatnot, so yeah. I don't understand how the Chinese can send us... I just bought because I just sold my last... I had 2 BOO Japanese model backwards compatibles. I just sold the last one yesterday on eBay, or the day before. So I just ordered one off what's the page called? Hang on. IE. I got it for like $45 Australian. Plus post. I don't know what the post is yet. The post will be ridiculous, like $150, but I'm getting it for like $200 in total. So, yeah, and I sell them for $1,150. Thank you. You know, caps and everything done, de-lidded, and do all the refurb shit to them, and I get $1,150 for them. Sold 2 in the last week. They sat there for the last 6 or 8 months, and then all of a sudden I just sold 2, banging out the door. I'm like, yeah, so that's about the same price as me, Rambo. 1K New Zealand's about 1,200 Australian, yeah. It's definitely worth it. It's dearer than the launch price, but they should last you a lifetime. A Frankie, in my experience, they're better than the retail console, definitely. And you sold it, there you go, yeah. So People will pay that for them. There's not that many people around the world that actually do it and supply it to the public. And so I charge, so if I do a Frankie, so if I do a 90 nanometer refurb for someone, they'll send me their backwards compatible, I'll reball or replace their 90 and do all the other work to it, that's $440. If they want me to Frankenstein it with a 65 nanometer, I charge $660 with all the other work. And if they want me to do a 40 on it, I charge them $770 with all the other work on it. And people, when they ring me and I go, mate, you're looking at $440, and they go, wow, that's cheap, cool, I'll send it in to you. And then I go, mate, but you should get a Frankie at $660 to $770, and I'll talk them up to that. Like, yeah, they're happy to pay that to have their console fixed. Yeah, so they send me their CO2 or whatever, AO1, but whatever model backwards compatible, they send it, and they're my prices to refurb or Frankie it for them. So the other prices I just mentioned were my retail prices for me to sell that to. So I'm selling that to Bull for $750 plus post, which is cheap. So, man, if you want to do me a direct bank deposit outside of eBay or my web store or wherever, when I'm not paying any fees, I'll knock another $50 off. There he is, yeah. I'll knock another $50 off. You know, like, yeah. Yeah, I recommend. I've actually got more, well, I've only got 265s left, 3. I'm like, oh shit, I thought I had 10. I like to keep both in stock, but I'll always talk. If the customer says to me at the counter and goes, "What do you recommend?" I go, "Mate, a 65." And that's my experience from the last 2.5, 3 years of doing Frankies. That the 65s keep going and the 40s die. That's just my personal experience with them. So I always will recommend a 65. But I keep 40s in stock because people go, it's better because they read it on some forum. You have to have a 40. So I have to have them there for sale for people, yeah. Temps are 3, 4, 5 degrees difference. Who gives a flying F? You know what I mean? When you're under 60 degrees, who cares? You know, like, yeah. There's a big, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of now. There's a big brain fuck. That's not the word, but there's a big brain fuck with the PS3 community and temperature control. It's not temperature that kills your console, your 90s. It's nothing to do with the temperature of the console. You can run it at 90 degrees for the next 18 months. And your 90 will still probably go fine. It's nothing to do with that. This is the misconception in the community. And I gave up trying to push that out and tell people that. I was like, whatever. You read and see and read and believe what you want. I don't care. I make a living out of what I do, and it doesn't affect my business, your opinion, because I still make lots of money out of a living out of what I do. I gave up arguing with the idiots, so yeah. Well, you can jailbreak it to 4.9 evil net or whatever it is, and then do your... I'm not real big on software, but I know you can hide your jailbreak and then log in and stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm the hardware guy, I'm not the software guy. $6871's fine. So I mean, they're designed to run at that temperature. And it's not the temp... If you want my personal opinion, here we go, now you got me started, on why you have, well, not why a console will get the yellow light of death, but if the console's got the yellow light of death and it's because of an RSX issue, 3034, 4421, blah, 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 it's not because of the temperatures. They aid in the process of it, yellowing lighting, but it's the lead-free solder. Lead-free solder and its properties is what's the issue. So the heating, contracting, this, that, over many years, a ball starts to crack, gets a hairline crack in it, and you re-ball it with leaded solder balls, which I do, and everyone else does, you never have an issue again. I say I've had consoles come through here from 2014, I've got a date in it, and the re-balls still works fine, it just needed an MLCC and a fuse replaced or something. Like nothing to do with the reball. The reball's still powering on 8-9 years later. Like I got rid of the lead-free solder and put leaded solder on there. Yeah, well, if you don't want to risk a ban, well, you can change your CID if you get banned. I don't have any. I've got about 60 boards sitting around here. I can take CIDs off. You can just change your CID and get back online. But yeah, when it's jailbroken. It's not the underfill, Goofy. That's what I'm saying. You know, the TLCC, whatever the company is, NVIDIA put out a memo years ago going, there's a flaw with this underfill and console and this chip. But they never put out a memo saying it's 1 in every 2, it's 10 in every 100, it's 50 in every 60. They didn't put a specific data point on it. And mate, I've reballed thousands of 90 nanometer RSXs, and if you ask me, I think maybe I've come across maybe 4 or 5 that I could possibly put down to actually having a bumps issue from the manufacturers. You know, they put the warning out there. They didn't say it's everyone. They just put out there is a problem there. It could be 1 every million, it could be 2 every 1,000, who knows. And that's the argument I used to have with Felix and all the other dickheads. But you have no proven data of the percentage of what fails because of that reason. And then I go by my thousands that I've reballed and go, well, I've reballed thousands and mate, I didn't have 50% or 60 or 80% of them come back because of that reason. That's why I'm happy to reball 90s, and they work. They're not that flawed as the community is making out. Yeah. 1004 is a caps issue. It's a short on the VDDC rail on either. Generally 1004 will be L, I think, from memory. Exactly, Anthony, yeah. So prior to 2018, I'd been doing it for 9 years, and all it was 90 reballs. You know what I mean? But since 2018, everyone specifies it is your 90. Your 90's fried, it's fucked. You need to replace it. It'll never get you anywhere. My experience tells me different, so yeah, that's just me. But I couldn't get that point across to anyone in the community because what they read from other people. You know what I mean? Like, it just blew me away. I'm like, you guys have no effing idea. You seriously have no goddamn idea. Yeah. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, okay. So you're reballing for like 6 odd years there in between. There's not many people around the world. There's Squeeps. He's been doing it a long time like me, and he's been a 90 nanometer reballer for a long time like me. You know, but he's been convinced that they're all stuffed and you need to replace them. I don't understand his reasoning there because he's been reballing them for a long. There's not many people in the world that have been doing it for as long as, say, someone like me or him. You just said it, Goofy, from what you've read. Don't believe everything you read. Probably the answer to that. Go AT. Against who? Felix or Squeeps? I've been against Felix since day one. I don't argue that point with him anymore or hold it against him, but yeah. Squeeps, as far as I know, has just as much experience with reballs and for just as long as I have with 90s. So, and I'm surprised that he now he doesn't want to deal with 90s. His experience might have been different, I don't know. I don't know what his data is, Anthony, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like, so I don't rely on anyone else's data to fix my consoles. Or I rely on my own data, experience and knowledge over a vast period of time to do what I do, so yeah, that's just me. When the wifey gets home very shortly, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go make another drink in a sec. Hang on. I've got one left, actually. Yeah, I'm surprised because Squeak's been reballing 90s for a hell of a long time, like me. And he must have known to some expanse that it actually works. Then they're not as bad as the recent community has made out since Syscon logging come around. I don't know. And the memos were released from whoever or whatever, but yeah. Yeah, see, Rambo, so for me, Rambo, as a business, I've got 3 options for a customer. And depending on how rich they are, mate, 440 and I'll reball your 90 and refurb your console. 660, 65, 770, 40. And not everyone has $770 to have their console refurbed as a Frankie. So I'm happy to do their 90 reball. Ian from New Zealand, who was on earlier, he sent me over a console. He sent me over it was a full backwards compatible COK001, and he's had no problems with it since. He didn't want a 65 or a 90, 65 or a 40. He just wanted his 90 reballed. He sent me over another one. Like, the 90s work. There's a really wrong. Can't think of the word now. There's a really wrong. Everyone looks at it wrong. Yeah. I give my customers the option: 440, 660, or 770. Yeah, 50% will go 440, 30% will go 770, and the other 20% will go 660. Like, if I don't give them that option, I won't get those 440 refurbs. Like, and I know the 440 refurbs are just fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. Well, generally, if they're contacting me for a delid, I'll talk them up to a 440 refurb. If they want me just to actually delid it and repaste it, I'll generally charge $120. But I'll generally talk them up to a refurb and go, mate, even if I do this, you're still going to need this. You can pay me $120 now, but in 3 months' time, it's going to die on you. You're going to reball and refurb, so that's going to be another 440 on top of your 170. You may as well just pay the 440 now, get it all done and out of the way, and I won't see you again, kind of thing, you know? That's what I talk them up to. Then, at 660, I can do this for you. The PS3 community online in the last 2-3 years is really toxic. It's probably the best word for me to describe it. Oh, Rambo, join the new forum. There in the screen. What was a good call on? I forgot what I said. I've missed the conversation. Oh, Bull, I was just reading your comment up there, Bull. It just, because it comes from a certain mouth, it's gospel. That's what the problem is. You know, like, and the horses' mouths aren't, in my eyes, is that correct? Like, yeah. They're not, because the horse's mouth has been around for 6, 8, 12, 24 months. You know, so. And the horse's mouth doesn't have any experience in the big scheme of things. Let's get my sign in so the wifey can park in the driveway. Come back at me when you've done 1,000 reballs on 90s and 100 at Frankie's or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, show me the money kind of thing. Because the $5 you're waving in front of my face right now isn't convincing me, you know, so, yeah. God, it's hot out there. Oh, it's going to be sticky in bed tonight. Ugh. I should be cranking the aircon in the bedroom now, so it's nice and cool when I get in there. Ugh. Yeah. Stream on this is like way behind. It's still playing the PS2 game. It's that far behind up here. Wowzers. And in studio. Trippy. It still even feels warm in here at 23 degrees. 22 degrees, whatever, got the, what's he said on? So you go outside and you go, holy shit. Ugh. Hey, I'm one person. I'm not gospel. What I say and do isn't the be all and end all of all this shit, you know what I mean? I'm just putting me out there, what I do and what I know. You either accept it, disagree, whatever, don't like it, who cares, I don't care. But, you know, like, that's just me. H, mate, I'm about to go. You're near me, aren't you? 40. You're like 20 minutes away from me, aren't you? North of Brisbane. Did you not fix it, H? What happened to your soldering skills? I will when the wifey gets you. Ruggers, I'm going home, yeah. Have you joined the forum, H? Come on. I joined yours. Join mine. I just created a new one. Whacked is my main man. Not enough time. What the F? Rambo, have you seen my TantalACEr'ing? Or have you got the gerber and you're going to do your own, or? I don't even bake, Rambo, but yeah. No, that's Saturday night, Ruggers. We're having hey H, while you're here, Saturday night, we're having a Discord piss up. Because the wifey's going to Robbie Williams. I can sit online all night and piss on with yous. Who else was talking about that? Rambo, have you seen these? We have all kinds of colours, you know, but have you seen these? Blue, purple, black, matte black, white. Other ones, they're pretty cool. You need some of them. Oh, well, I've pre-warned Wheeze that we're having a super duper drunken chat Saturday night, so if you turn up, you turn up. If not, bad luck. Well, you can either, well, if you're going to order 100, just order the single units off I haven't released that gerber for the 4-panel. They're for my retail sales on my website. You can order you can take my free gerber and download and order 100 from the manufacturer if you want. Yeah, they'll come in single form like this. Yes, you'll order 100 of them in single pieces. Just don't order the single pieces from TantalACEr'ing because they fucked up my whole 100 pieces. PCB way got them right, but TantalACEr'ing got the little 4 panels spot on, so I don't know. No, I haven't yet, H. No, I need to take a photo of it. I'm just about to do another order with them for another 100 4 panels of these. Yeah, I need to email them, take some photos and go, there's no fucking edge plating there, it doesn't stick to the board, like, you've messed up the whole 100 of them. Yeah, well, I don't get time. I don't have time. Talk to me about having time. Yeah, definitely order the single gerber from PCB Way, Rambo. Definitely. Don't order it from TantalACEr'ing. I start work whenever I want to, H. You just got home or something, or you've just got to work. I'm thinking you've just got to work. Now you're sitting back with your legs on the desk and not actually working. Just pretend you're working for 8 hours overnight. It's 5:30 now, it'd be 6:30 your time. Any of the manufacturers are generally around a week and a half, 2 weeks between manufacturer and getting it to your door. They allow 2 weeks, I guess, yeah. Oh, I don't know how to fix that, Rambo. I have no idea. Well, H, you need to get a different job then, man. Because you're broke, your job's not making you unbroke, so you should get a different job. They take longer to make them than they do post them. There's 4 days post and like 8 days friggin' manufacturing them. Yeah, that's how bad they are. Anyway. H, you can come and work for me. How's that sound? OnlyFans? That's Buddha OnlyFans? ET's onto it. Classic. H, I even did this for you. Where's it gone? Oh. Well, I know you like Service and you like Xboxes like Andrew. I'll use his name then. You tell him, Ruggers. Unless you've got a big schlong, it probably won't. TantalACErs are about to take on a different meaning. Please explain. I'm not getting that one. Pop it out, H, and I'm sure you'll get plenty of extra money. I'm waiting for the wifey to drive in. She should be home any minute now. Oh, here she is. Told you, look at that. I'm going, guys. Thanks, Rugs. H, ET, Anthony, Goofy, Streamlabs was here too. Rambo, Fact. Anyone else? Because my thing's playing up right now. I can't scroll up. It's been really weird. Bull. I'll email you tomorrow morning, Bull, an invoice. Everyone else that I might have missed. Jason, Mark. I will see you tomorrow, guys. This screen's playing up big time in the chat. I'll might try and look at that other 3010 tomorrow, but anyway. See how I feel. See you tomorrow. Guys and gals, Wheeze was here. Gotta go. Wifey's home. No worries, Paul. Ball.
Guys,
Ball.
gals, I'm Jason.
No worries, Paul.
Looking for some booty? Head over to computerbooter.com
Ending
and get
after
your
this
fit.
ad.
Brought to you by Ace.